Yo, what's good, YouTube? We back. Hold up, let me push up this face cam. Might keep it on for a little bit. Hold up, let me see what's up with that. Try to lower it just a little bit. Word. Alright, bad, man. Word, yo, we here. Back with another live stream. We are present. Okay, so. Alright, so pretty much, just gathering my data, my buys, what I like to see happen. And pretty much go from there, not really, not too much to look for. Honestly, just a patient day. Come in ready, waiting, observing the market, let the market tell me what I got to do, So just gonna let this shit fill out a little bit, people. Whoever could join, whoever wants to join up. Pretty much get to it. I already charted up. That's pretty much how I'm gonna start doing this. Come charted, come ready. Rather come prepared than, waiting. So got the charts ready. So inside of a bearish right now. Let's see that. Okay, let's see. That's the data. Yeah. Make sure we're probably 5 minutes though. Couple 5 minutes here. What a full screen is. But yeah, we just waiting right now. Letting the market open. Got the notes and shit. Just, pretty much not like what I want to see, but what I want to see out of myself, how I'm trying to perform, whole bunch of things. So at the moment, there's just a lot of patience. Not really, you can't worry too much about like what's going on. You gotta have everything, set up and ready. But from there, it's your call always. So I like what we're doing. I'm hella patient today. I know where the market could stem to. We're inside of our windows, and from there it's just patience. Like I said, I could keep saying it, but now for sure. So we in here. Word, yo. Let's get it. All right, bet. So jump on the 5 minute, 15. Word. So we got generated buy side, got generated sell side, wide open 15, external. Jump to the 1 hour, more external, wide open gap on the 4 hour, and on the daily. So huge wide open gap, resting at external. Shit's clean. Like it. Just patience. So that's what ES is type telling us. Mind you, they move correlating. So like we're just waiting. We're trying to see what the read is. NAS generated buy side. Boom, buy side. It's the 1 hour we've been rejecting. So we could possibly take this buy side and then, you feel me? Reject off that 1 hour how we been. Or possibly, you know, take out sell side. Move that a little bit. Or take out sell side and then depending where, you know, where we want to stop, go a little bit higher, move higher. So right now it's just always just waiting, just be patient. It's really not much happening at the moment. It's gonna tell you though. It's gonna tell you if you're even gonna take a trade though, for sure. So we change right here, take out that internal high, change. So I could possibly see market come for these lows. If we do, I could be in here if we get through here though. Just patience though, just wait in. I want to see it pull back though a little bit. If we don't pull back, then I wouldn't have here. I wouldn't even enter here.
Order filled.
For here. So now I want to see this happen. So look, 2 minute, we got beneath this 2 minute, pulled back up to this change right there. Don't need to mark it out right now. 3 minute, change on the 3 minute, fire. So right here, just gonna allow this this candle to expansion. I do like this though. So we'll tap inside of this 5. I want to see how price is trying to get through though. So what do we do when we get to this 5 minute? Because if we're gonna get through a heavy, could possibly see price coming lower. Got lows right there. Sell side right there. And sell side up here. So if we get down here, go break even. Mind you, we're respecting this 15. And that means in the next 5 minutes, if this 30 minute doesn't hold bullish, like mind you, we tapped into another 15 right here. So we just got to see how price is delivering and how it's going accordingly. But I like that 5 minute change. Now we're inside of this 5 minute. We got a 3 minute change right there. And we came through a gap after we took out the internal high. So like, I like this. I'm confident in this shit. From here is just patience. Just waiting. We get our model, we get our model. So if we see it, we're gonna take it. What happened on ES? Same thing. 5 minute change, pulled back to it. Now we're inside of this 5 minute. So I want to see ES get a little bit lower as well too. Stab deeper, but from there again, it's just waiting. Ain't no rush. Ain't no need to. Look, we respected this 15. Now we're inside of this 15 down here. So this is really my main focus, because this bullish imbalance, since it's green, is bullish. That's my chart works. That bullish imbalance is gonna hold. Excuse me, we're probably not gonna go lower, but generate all these in favor. I'll tighten this up. It's about $50 loss if we do lose. We're inside of this 1 minute again, right here. See what we do. Gonna pull back up to the change. And then inside of a 3 minute. So I'm putting my stop there. Looks like we're holding. But that's how it's gonna look though. So we're inside of that one. Look, this is an ad right there.
Order filled.
So I'm adding there. Stop is gonna stay right here. And I want to see a continuation. I want to see us come lower from here. We respect this 1 minute. We respected that 1 minute right there. That's what I want to see. But from here, what do we do out? I want to see displacement. So meaning, I don't want to see us play around in this area. If we play around in this area, that it's easy for me to read like, all right, where it's probably not going to go into favor. But if we get through that 15, we start creeping lower, then there's possibility for lower on each chart. So these are those equal lows. We're going to see, it looks like Nas is going to sweep that first. So if Nas sweeps that first, I will go break even or tighten up the stop. I wouldn't really want to see, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't want to see us come back higher. Especially if we get through this 5, would not want to see us come back higher. So we take these lows first, which is this sell side on, and it's a wide open. I'd want to see ES get lower, and I'd want to see Nas take these lows. So we're expanding in that area. So we got 1 minute to the open. Very clean though, super clean. Patient, took my risk. This is the risk that I want on this trade. I won't go more than that. No more ads. We got a 3 minute. We pull back up to the change right there. So from here, if we displace through this 5, which we look like we are, we get through that 30 minute, looks like we are, and we get through this 15, and the next 30 seconds looks like we are. I just got to see that though. This is going to be big though. That's going to be the read because now we got to displace lower, take out the lows. So just watching here, these next 15 seconds is going to really tell. Do this real quick. Boom. All right. Put it to the change right there. So 9:30 opens. If we want to rip, we'll rip, and we'll stop us out at 50.
Order filled.
Cool. Take that, you know? I'll take that. I wanted to see lower right there. I want to see the market manipulate to go higher, obviously, of course. It's not going to just come down, but I'm going to limit that loss if it's going to do that. So take out, let me jump on 1 minute. Yeah, look. So we take out that. So nothing necessarily happened. Inside of that 3 minute, back at the change, I'm cool with that. Now it's still just analyzing. Still analyzing. Limited the loss, OD, which is very, very nice. We got hella sell side. Again, I can see lower, so I'm not tripping about how far we come at the moment. Just got to be patient. So if we want to get higher, we will. That's the thing too. So we change to the upside. Let's get rid of that. We change to the upside. But let's see if we get a change on this 3 minute. If we get a change on this 3 minute, buy side could be the draw. As simple as that. We limited our loss. We did not lose big because we tightened up the stop. Open should either flush us or it's going to manipulate higher to then go back lower. So now that allows me to save my capital. Again, that allows me to save capital. Be down $53 on the day. Still, when I put on a lot of size and then still to navigate a trade, to see what the market's trying to provide. So we're holding inside of this 2 minute over there, this 3 minute over there. We took out this internal high. We're still respecting. So right here, It's just a patient game. Just waiting, because I don't know. I can't say that I know exactly what's gonna happen here. But if we get through this 3-minute right here, and we respect, see, we didn't necessarily respect that 15. That shit's, we didn't respect that shit. But it doesn't matter because the market's still gonna tell you like, there's other imbalances down here. So I want to see if we get this 3-minute change to then go higher or hold, you know, possibilities in this. So ES is inside of this 3-minute as well, inside of this 3-minute up there. So I'm low-key, I'm just patient right here because I still feel like lower is going to be the draw, and it's still showing me signs of bearishness, meaning going lower. So I'm just going to wait. No need to rush this. We take out this internal high right there, get some internal manipulation, some form. But if we don't, then just be patient, just wait. That's going to be the internal high. That 1 minute is gone. So if you notice how ES is starting to get lower, it does look like it is getting lower. That's the type of manipulation I do want to see. But again, we have to get through this gap anyways, which is already flushing towards this first sell side, which would put in SMT, but it looks like we're gonna get lower and come towards that gap on ES. So I just want to see right here. I still like the whole trade idea. We respected that gap right there, and it looks like we're about to sell back off. So we did put in a 3-minute change right there, pulled back to it. But again, I still want to see if we put in like at least a 5-minute change. If we put in a 5-minute change, that's confirmation. Because we still have to get through this gap. That's what's holding us to go higher. So it's just patience. That's not what I want to necessarily see at the moment, but I want to look for that trade idea. So we're still failing to manipulate there. Boom. No change. Yeah. So if we start selling off right there, so we change here, tiny gap that we'll pull back up to, possibly. Want to see what we do. Just tap it and go. Or do we tap it? Want to get through. That'll be possibly an ad. Yeah, so I'm just waiting here. Just patience. 5 minutes after, we did not get a 5-minute change. We're respecting that. So look, see, bearish is definitely what I've been feeling, and that's what it's still showing. So now we get that displacement leg.
Order filled.
Right, my stop up there, and I'll wait for a 1 minute, at least a 1 minute right here. If we gotta get through that 1 minute, and we gotta get through this 2 minute. But again, stops up there, confident, allowing us to just maneuver through this trade. Change is down here. we already invalidated our reasoning to then go higher. So respect here, displace lower. I want to see a 2-minute change. If we get that 2-minute change right here, then I'm confident like market could definitely push a lot lower. See, we're on a 2-minute chart, changing the state. We got a gap that we're about to run. If we run this gap, close below this blue line, I'm adding. But I'll add on a pullback and then tighten up my stop loss. Because that shit right here is going to open up. See, we get that 1 minute. Just got to wait, though. Wait for full confirmation. Because we respected this up here. We respected the 5 minute. Failed. We didn't. It's not that we didn't manipulate. We manipulated up here. But we didn't take out that high, which is okay. It's fine. That shit doesn't mean nothing if we're going to manipulate and then still change. So order flow got changed. So we're going to wait for this 2 minute candle to close. It's going to close right about like in 30 seconds. So this is going to definitely tell what could happen. Tighten up the risk a little bit. Inside of this 30-second, 15-second. So right here, I like it. So we didn't get that 2 minute change, but we did just fill this 1 minute. So I'd want to see this hold then for us to go. And you just got to see how price action is delivering. Because if it's not delivering, it looks like it's bullish, then like no 30-second gap. Tiny 15-second right here. Already filled. That 1 minute. Tighten up the risk right there. $40 to $43. Again, there's no need to go higher. We did everything we had to do. I'm confident in this. Now, if we change here, if we get lower on this 15-second, which is still, it's right near that 2 minute, then I'll be confident. So at 9:40, so around 9:40, so about a minute. If we close below that, I'll add. Still targeting like my regular sell side. We got external. Still targeting here though. I like that though. Boom. So if we get below that in that displacement, that's gonna already confirm that we'd want to change on this 2 minute. So
order filled.
And I like that. I like where my stop loss is. I like where everything is for us to then displace and leak out. We got like 10 minutes till the macro. We already filled this 1 minute. And I just don't think there's any need to go higher, in my opinion. And then by 9:40, if we get that 2 minute change, see, we didn't change, but still, I still want to see us leak out. There's no need to go higher. That 30-second here should hold if we want to go lower. And if we don't, then that means higher is the draw at the moment. So then that will allow me just to, it won't allow me to do nothing. You know, if I'm not feeling it from there, then I'm not feeling it from there. 2 nice trades. And, you know, it's patience from there. Definitely just patience. We're going to put stop right there, 120. And just allow the market to do what it has to do. ES is starting to get lower. So key to just watch this sell side level and to see where NAS is at. So look. I want to see what happens right here. This is where I don't want to see order flow come higher. No gap gets put in, so probably going to get stopped here. Just going to watch though. So if we get stopped, we'll know why. But we already filled this 1 minute. The only thing is we're waiting on is a 2 minute change. And that we're not getting at the moment. But 20 more seconds. If we get below this now, in these next 15 seconds, or we don't, that will be my determining factor. Like if market conditions are just trying to play around, or not. So see, we play around again. Let's go break even here. Just watch, because it's right above a gap. So $18. So this gap, if this gap doesn't hold to sell us off lower, it's the lowest of the lowest time frame, 15 seconds. I mean, it's 5 seconds, but still, it's all fractal, all goes down. I just want to see this gap hold. If this gap doesn't hold, then bro, it probably will come back higher. There's no need to risk $120 if we're playing around for 5 minutes straight per trade. So we have our my fault. We had our stop loss in. It's in an area where I know it should not come back to if it wants to go low. That's it. No more, no less, you know? We did everything we had to do. Yeah, I could loosen it up, or, you know, I could get back in this trade if it wants to even go higher. But it shouldn't. That's what I'm trying to say. If it wants to go lower from here, this gap is what holds it to go lower. That's it. Just like that. So now we take that. While we don't take it on ES, look, that's the same low that we did not take on ES. And now it could easily come higher. That's an SMT in the market. So, boom. Move that there. Now we take this low. Okay. Staying my stop loss, and we can keep it in the same exact spot. I'm okay with losing $18. It's the same exact low. But I said I want to see market come a little bit lower on ES as well, at least to come take this low, because this is how I'm seeing it. Look at the dash crosser. These are the equal lows. This is the low that we just took. That's the low that we're heading towards on ES. So again, it's patience, it's time, and it's aligning the trades. It's getting yourself into great trades where market shouldn't do things out of your favor. If it does, you're protected. So we know we got an SMT here to then send price up higher. But if it doesn't want to come higher, then it won't. As simple as that. And again, I said I'm cool with losing that. $18, boom. You know, macro's gonna open up in about 5 minutes. So we got that 2-minute change. It's slow, but we're tapping it right now. We're inside of the 2-minute change. Would not add here though. It's not way price is delivering. It's slow, and again, that's how it works. So it's just generating. It's doing this thing. $9.45 opens. Again, I want to see what ES does. How do we get inside of this gap, if we even do? But as you can see, it's just playing around. So stop loss is like no higher time frame gap gets open. Nothing. So my stop loss is legit right above this tiny 15-second gap that we're like, you could see we just played around. We came up here, put in another high right there, and from there that's it. Targeting the next sell side level. So now if ES comes and takes this low, ES comes and takes that low, then no SMT. Meaning nothing's holding us to go higher besides this 15-minute, which I'm going to manage my trade when I see ES come down, tap into this 15-minute. Going to manage it a lot more and closer, just for the fact that that could easily hold price higher. See if we have any 5 minutes over here too that market could want to dig into, but 3 minutes, nothing. So here we're just watching. Excuse me. And boom, look, we're stopped.
Order filled.
Look, it's that quick. It's that quick. We're stopped, but guess what? See, look, nothing. I'll show you out there. Nothing happened though. We just had this SMT. We just didn't take this high. It's that simple. We did not take that high. And from there, what is that? That's it. Like, you know, boom. SMT gets put in. It has to be validated still though. So what makes it valid is just if we change order flow bullish. We just don't do nothing here though. So tapping off this 2-minute change, we just pull back up to it. That's all it is. It's a pullback to it. Take that low. Yeah. Again, if we want to tap this change in the state, boom, we fill this 30-second to move higher. So again, I'm not tripping. I'm just watching. That's it. I'm just observing price, and I know that's why I put my stop loss there. Because why would I want to lose like $100 for no reason? There's absolutely no reason, and that's like what I told myself coming into the day. Like, gotta definitely just be more aware and watching what the market's trying to tell you, because like you can get fucked and just lose random ass money. You know, we're that close to TP or whatever, and then boom, you're fucked because you're not managing your risk the right way. But I only lost $18, 2 trades. We're down 70 on the day. Versus yesterday was not atrocious, but you know, getting hammered, bro, for no reason. And then look, boom. Head towards buy side. So now we finally we internally manipulate that high after 9:30, and we're just gonna see from here what really does happen. So I want to see this high get taken as well. So we know we have this SMT. And now, is it valid? Yes, because it sent price into the other direction. Changed the order flow. That's why it's very important to know, like, word. Do this most recent low. SMT. Right there. So, boom. Again, I still am bearish as fuck. We have time. We have time. We're not down crazy. The risk is being managed very, very well. Does that give me more opportunity? Yeah, but like again, if it's not gonna go in my like direction / my favor, then I won't bother. But now the whole main thing is just this. Let's see where we're at, what we're doing. We have all these buy side targets. Buy side, generated buy side. Yeah, obviously we had sell side, but we'll just take that low, put in the SMT, and then run all of this up here. So it's very like it's not the craziest thing to recognize. But again, we're up. Still seeing like I'm like word, we're up still here. Boom, boom, boom. Bro, fat ass candle comes in. That's it. So yeah, not put that other 950. Yeah, I didn't put that other Tron in there. So look, macro opens. Got that 20-minute window. Like I like the fact that now that's how you manage your risk. Like that's how you stay in your trade as long as you can, but manage your risk. Like that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to. You don't want to be in that shit risking. Like if I had my stop loss in the spot where I had it at, bro, we're down to something. You know, it's not what you want to do. That's not how you want to go about it. You want to be able to like actively see like what's happening. So like now we have look. We got this high swept, and then This high is not swept. We got equal highs up there. So these highs were swept actually. They were swept just like that. Boom. And then not swept. Now that means SMT to the downside. But I just want to see what we do here. It'll be obvious that like they could possibly run this high. This high, this high. You know, we still have 15-minute bearish. And then buy side right here. Easy for those highs to get swept and then boom. You know, nothing else to happen. But I'm just gonna watch this shit. I'm about to get comfy as fuck. Just leave watch price section. So 2 minute. This should hold to send us higher. But again, I fuck with this shit right here. Again, I'm like overly hyped about that shit. Overly hyped. Like you can't. You watch back and I live, you'll see like, bro. Yesterday, all I had to do was that shit. Same shit I did today, and just like be confident. That's why you're doing it, and like boom. That's exactly why. Cause the price. You don't know what price is gonna do. You can watch it and then you can say what's gonna happen, but you don't know what's gonna happen. You have to just react to this shit. No clue why it's gonna move up, why it's gonna go down, but when you have ways to view that shit, you'll see exactly why it's doing that shit. Market maker buy. It's exactly what it is. So I want to see price get buy side. At least sweep it out. Internal high here. I'm gonna see that get to buy side. It will play for a lot of reasons. Boom. bro. It is tired as fuck. Holy shit. Word. So that's it right here. This is what I'm trying to see. It's exactly what my eyes are on right here. What we do from here. This SMT don't mean nothing if all this all it wants to do. Boom, pull back. Boom, sweep by side. Right there, sweep. That simple. Take it inside of this 1 hour. Now I need to see like internal model. This is where it's big. Like, you know, you gotta really see this happen. Mind you, we did not take it on ES, but I want to see this 1 minute. If we run this first 1 minute, I'll be in there. Look like we just playing up. Bird. So we get a little bit deeper in here. Could easily just boom, respect this 2 minute or this 1 minute, my fault. And then come higher. But if we don't, I like this shit. Again.
Order filled.
And the reason I entered short prematurely is because we already came this far inside of this. We came this far inside of this 1 minute. So I'm okay getting stopped here. Came that far to the point like this next candle has to open, get lower, which will possibly invalidate it. Gotta premature. You see that shit. Fuck. Which on this 1 minute, yes, bro, we ran that shit. So that's why I'm in there. That's what I said. If we do disrespect it, I'm in there. Now I want to see this change in the state get put in to the downside. Now, if ES validates that change in the state as well, which it just did, pull back to it. I would like to see this on the 2 minute as well. Run a 1 minute, run a 2 minute change. I'm in there. You know, I'm gonna add. So
Order filled.
I'd like to see us get down and respect this 1 minute. Now that we're just disrespecting that shit. So, but we are respecting the two. We are respecting the two. Got to be very aware of that. So, want to see us hold this 30-second time. GP's right here at the SMT. Ran through this 2 minute as well. So now I want to see this if we do come back into it. I want to see this as inverse. Don't want to see us pull back up to that, but I am okay if we come inside this 1 minute right here. Got the 2 minute as inverse. Boom. 1 minute to respect right there. Change right there. Mind you, ES is already that low. So that's what I'm seeing for now. Our move that we went higher to then take out buy side. 2 lines up with the SMT low. I fuck with it. Risking about $155 to make $937. So I fuck with this trade right here. I like it. I'm confident in this trade right here. We're still inside the macro, which that's what I like to see. So now, I'm not worried about, but all I'm saying is after this trade, like that's 3 confident trades. I'm leaving my stop here for the fact that this trade has to develop. So right here, this 2 minute closing, it's not a change, but we opened up a 2 minute fair value gap. But we do run this 3 minute as well. So terrible right now. Get up just a tiny bit. So right above this imbalance, tiny imbalance. But again, I like the trade. I fuck with the idea. And yeah, we're inside of this 5 minute, but we've been running all of these gaps. So possibly take this, soup it, move lower. But from there, that's all I want to see. I don't really want to even see higher. Again, ES is displacing. ES validated the move. 2 minute change on ES. Let's get this shit cleaned up. So we run this 2 minute. Boom. Change as well. Yeah. Yo, my fucking chest, my throat, everything's cooked right now. But again, us running this 5 minute, very, very important, because that shit shows like, all right, we're no gap bullish wants to hold after we take out buy side. Mind you, we have an SMT at these highs. ES failed to take it. NAS did not fail to take it. Shit. It's all confident. We were running gaps in the other direction. Yeah, we've yet to change. I understand that, but in an area where that's what it looks like, it's not like you have to prematurely make that decision. You have to make that decision before it even happens. And I have, this in place. Like we have a 1 minute in favor, 2 minute in favor. We just get rid of these to show you. 3 minute in favor. Stops above a 3 minute. Didn't change on the 3. Didn't change on the 2 yet either. But if we get below, we will. Change on the 1, cool. Possibly pull back or just leak out from there, We got our standard deviation move, our move that ran buy side, which was this leg and higher. 2 is right there. Put it a little above the 2. And whatever one hits this level first, I'm cool. I want to see some displacement. ES will get down there first. Look, mind you, ES did not take out this sell side level. So put it like that, just so it's highlighted. It's just so much reasoning to move lower. But the only reason that we won't and will be slowed down is just where we're at. We're inside of 5 minute. No 15 though. That's the thing. We're not inside no 15 yet. 15-minute fair value yet. So we have this 5 minute right here that we just ran, but we're tapping into. Mind you, I don't see market coming up higher based upon this SMT that we put in. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm in this trade like this. So changed on the 2, pulled back up to it. Still inside the macro. We got like 2 minutes, and then obviously a couple more minutes after that. But I fuck with this entire trade. So I want to see this 5 minute get tapped into, and then obviously disrespected. If ES is coming through, Nas will catch up. It's gonna take some time, but again, stop loss is gonna stay where it's at. Can get tightened up just a little bit right there. But from there, I want it above this 3 minute. So boom, like 1 minute wide open up there. Just no need for it to be inside of it, the area where the market's gonna move to. You want it to be where it could, it's gonna come. But if it does, it's to pull back and respect to go lower. Got everything that we want to see in favor. So now 30 seconds, I want to see this 5 minute open up. Which it will. Obviously, we'll tap lower. And I want to see us get through this 5. That's the most important thing. 5 minutes going to open up right about now. We got to get through that 5. If we don't get through this 5 minute, then there's no reasoning to, continue to hold on to the trade. But again, everything does take its time to develop. So you can't just, you want to see that shit right away. We tap it. We open up a 5 with large displacement. So look at ES. We got this move right here, standard deviation move. This money sign right there. It's exactly where this is as well. So macro 10-10. So 950 to 10-10. That's the move we reversed. Came back to respect. Mind you, there's no 15 minute. So again, I'm confident that like we will run that 5, or at least get deeper and fill in. So it's one of your tools. So now look how the 2 lines up perfectly with that. That's why I have it there. And you just gotta leave it. You gotta let the trade just develop and play out. That's exactly what happens, is what you want to see. You want to be able to get yourself into a trade where it lines up beautifully for you and where you don't have to touch it. Like right now, I'm just examining. I'm just trying to see exactly what I know should happen if we're going to go lower. That's it. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything. If it does come to take this level out and not this one out first, then I'll close depending on how price is delivering. But again, if it's bearish, it's going to be bearish. So look, now we're here. So now we come and take that level out on ES, but I just want to see if we're getting lower through that 5 minute, then there's no need to close right away. want to see how these next candles just open, you know, and develop. Like, does ES, like, it's not gonna just come for this, it's gonna come for that low as well, you know, the SMT low. The SMT now is higher time frame bearish, not bullish anymore, because it was bullish to just take out buy side and then to reverse, and that's obvious. That's the obvious thing that happened, and that's what I reacted to. So when I seen the 1 minute get disrespected, I added, and I was confident. So now SMT low that was right here to then push price up still didn't get taken. So technically, that's why I'm targeting this 2 level, which is this SMT that we did take out, then to run higher. So it's a game. It's gonna always move backwards. It's always gonna move opposite to what you thought or whatever. So right here, um, about $200 away from TP. Not that far. I'm not tripping right now about how much money. As soon as this gets taken, I'm out of the trade. So if it doesn't get taken,
Order filled.
as soon as that gets taken, I'm out of the trade. I do not care. Those are rules I've set for myself. But you go to check and you look at the analytics. $739, down $70 to start. We took 3 confident trades. It doesn't get more fucking clean than that, you know. Took a loss yesterday. We did not manage the trade as well as we could have. But does that mean anything? Fuck no. And like, does that 2 level get hit? It will, probably. But as soon as that SMT low gets taken, I'm out. I don't care. I have rules, you know? It's not about the money. I was risking $130 up there. So, again, that's how you stay in the trades. You stay confident. You go over what you're trying to see, you know? Again, this is my follower account. That's my leader account. We took a little loss yesterday, yeah, but did this like mean anything? No. Like, does this mean like I'm a bad trader? No. Was I managing my trade the right way? Probably not, you know? I'm in it for 5 minutes and I should be able to read why is price not delivering how it should be delivering, you know? And now you take a loss and you half that, you know? That adds. So again, that's how you take, you know, big fucking wins, you know, and still risk little. That's exactly how you do that shit. And you know, you just add that shit to the arsenal. Go over the trade. Um, Again, that shit really doesn't really get more clean than that. I'm gonna look at my try to look at my fill where I got in just so I could journal, just see exactly what happened today. Entry time. So it was like a 13, bro. Like I'll just say 15-minute trade. $815, down 70, and entry at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., 10 a.m. reversal inside of the macro. It's just patience, and that's what I told myself today. Just, brother, you have nothing to prove. There is nothing to prove. Like, I prematurely entered right there off of this 1 minute getting ran. Stop went right above there. So I got my fill somewhere in here. We'll just say that. Targeting down here. Added once that 2 minute, once I seen ES change, once ES changed delivery as well with an SMT, buy side swept, internal manipulation, SMT, we changed. I'm in there. There's no fucking waiting. You know, I'm sorry for cursing too, but there's no waiting. If you're confident, you're confident. It's that simple. But once this 2 minute gets invalidated, right there, add. So I'm sure it took me down to somewhere around like here, and then I have my stop loss right there. So I was risking about like 240 something or whatever. I don't even really know because like I'm gonna have to go back and look at it on the stream, and that's what I always do. I always watch my shit. always go over my own things. I stream for people to learn, but also for myself to be able to see like, yeah, that's how it works. And okay, word, you know, like when you do something wrong, you want to get better. So yeah, that's more so like what my trade looked like. So this was the standard deviation, and again, like why did I take off at where I took off? I mean, you can see the price. Like, you want to capitalize on the most money at the time that you're doing it. Like, that's how I operate. I want to capitalize on the most money. It doesn't matter if we have all these sell side levels and that I could hold my trade and make another $900 down here. I don't really care about all that. I want to capitalize on the most spread, get in, get out. You know, my risk is where when I'm doing this and I'm adding confidently, that's where I'm gonna capitalize right there. That's where you're supposed to capitalize. You're not supposed to capitalize on 1 to 11. You can, and that's great for you. You know, I'm cool with that shit. And what I always do is I watch. I like that's why I stay on the markets. I just like to watch. Like, where the price, you know, tap in here, move lower, or the price tap in, play around still. But like, you know, in my eyes, like I said, once this low gets taken, I'm out. I'm cool. Again, once you're down, doesn't matter how much you're down. Once you're down a little bit, you want to be able to stay in that shit just confidently. And that's, like I said, that's all my focus is just doing shit like that. That's like $1,500, you know, in 15, 30 minutes. There ain't no like, there's nothing else really to be said after that. I'm not tripping about that shit again. Yeah, hold up. So we got this move right there. Let's drag this out a little bit. 3 minute. Yeah, this shit was clean. Let's do that. So my stop started. So we'll just be just like that. Buy side sweat. And it was just the management in the trades before. Took 2 beautiful ass losses. And I told y'all, like, you have to be the best loser. Shit. You have to be a great loser in this shit to be able to win and, you know, do those things. Like, this from here on out, bro, like, once this shit gets put in here and boom, I take my leader, I lock that shit out so the profits just stay. I know I'm not going to come back in there. I already know I'm not going to come back in there. But when you lock it out, Top Step automatically just puts that instant win. Says, all right, word, you're not trading for the rest of the day, bet. You know? It automatically does your dashboard. So, like, say, like, you wanted to get a payout, for instance, and I go to my dashboard, and now I lock out. It's automatically going to put the profits I just made in there. I don't got to wait till the trading day's over. So, like, I get used to just doing that for the fact of, like, whether I win, whether I lose, don't matter. I know that when I get paid from this shit, that shit's gonna be right there because I lock out and it's the discipline that, you know, I have. But from, like I said, from there, once you lock out, save this shit, norm, whatever. Have my chart just naked after that, bro. Done. Don't touch that shit again, you know, until I come back in tomorrow. So boom, I come to the slides. It's simple, bro. A journal, 12, 30, 25 plus 39. And it's like I said, to take a loss like that yesterday, come back today, bounce back, eat that shit up and some, it's beautiful. It doesn't matter because I learned something from Monday. Monday was just like, all right, bet, like you came in kind of sluggish, a little slump, and you're not too focused on everything you had to do. But you know, like that's what you gotta do. And no matter how tired you are, like I seen I was yawning and shit, eyes teary eyed. But I'm like, fuck it, bro. Like that's all you need. You don't need to catch. Like these lines are pointless when this is where we came to, and this is now where standard deviation is lining up. It's pointless after that. So boom, now I go here to my news. I like to just see the news where I won, what day it was. Like it's always important just to have everything there. That if 12:30, you're not gonna. Oh shit, that's a Tuesday. Nah, you're not gonna know that. But if you just do this and you throw that shit there, tighten it up a little bit, you'll know that Tuesday. Or you know that 12:30 was a Tuesday. You got this news, and you're chilling. And this is how you won on this day. Like you start going like word like, boom, Tuesday. Took a dub. Like you start knowing the days where you have like just consistency. You're finding consistency. And now I open up this journal. This is where I tell you, this is where I really go in depth with all my shit. But that's like not the most important thing. But yeah, I'll load this back up just because that's the main chart it should be. But what did I say? Those lines they just don't mean nothing, bro. They're on your chart to be on your chart. Again, like you're supposed to catch what you're given, not what you want. I want that shit down there. I want those lines down there. I do. I'm telling you right now, I do. But don't because that's not what I'm given. So if I'm just given, like it's right here, just take your fruit and stay positive because like again, like nigga, I'm a trader, like so like I'm used to seeing dubs like this. I'm used to you can see it. I'm used to seeing dubs and wins like this. But see there it is right there. But that's not the thing. Right now, I'm in a period like I said, I'm scaling. So I'm scaling into these trades more. They're gonna be heavier trades. So there going to be more risk put on these trades. I'm going to lose more. I'm going to make more though. You know, these are where I have like just 3 cons or 2 cons on. Shit like that, or 4. I'm putting on a little bit more size just for the fact that I know I'm supposed to take these trades. I'm supposed to take what I'm given. You know, regardless of what the market's saying, or not like of what it's saying, but of what I'm saying versus what the market's saying. Like if I know like okay, word, I'm gonna not old me, but not even that. Just like a week ago, less confident. Not even that. Not even like I'm less confident, but just like yeah, I'd say less confident to put more size on. I was a bit like word. Like if I see this 1 minute getting close to being ran, okay, 3 is going on there. Stop loss is staying there. I'm still gonna see the manipulation to where buy side got taken, and the 2 still fuck. 2 still gonna get lined up right there. I'll draw it out, but 3 contracts is gonna be on here. So it's not more money because 3 contracts is gonna be on here. That's it. I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna be like, word, okay, and I won't touch it. But there's nothing changing from if I see that all that happening, it lines up perfectly, and now I add 6 contracts or 8 contracts. It does not matter because the trade is still the exact same. And if I had 3 on and I'm targeting this, I would have took off here if ES took that SMT low. It just did exactly what, I said so. Like, again, just going over to show y'all guys, like, I'm always back on this shit. But, like, there ain't no more trades to be taken, so it's not like I'm back on this shit I'm on this shit for just the fact of just teaching and guiding y'all. So, boom. Super clean. Super clean day. Jump to the 1 minute just to show y'all this is exactly what it looks like. We failed to take it. And once we ran, we failed to take a high up here. Mind you, I was bearish on the day, still had a bearish bias. We did all that inside of the macro. 10 a.m. reversal, all that. A whole lot of things play its role. But again, you can't guess where the market goes. You got to react to exactly where it's telling you. So, yeah, that's pretty much it on the day. Yo, I hope y'all guys fuck with just the little journaling session, everything about it, what, there was to teach. You guys can see how it is to just manage your trades, risks the right way. Just do everything that you're supposed to do. But again, stream's gonna be up. Go ahead, look at it all over again. Just watch like this. That's actually how. That's not how you're like like I trade how I trade. So that's how I trade. If you want to trade that way, then that's how you're supposed to do it. Be confident, manage your risk, take off when you're supposed to just take off. Don't worry about what's left on the table. More money's not real. Like if you want more, it's definitely not real. You're in a fantasy if you just want more. Like you're supposed to just take what's there, what you're seeing, and that's it. So I mean, again, I hope y'all mess with the video. Hope y'all like it. Till next time.